Yo, that thing is a banger. Let me tell you what, GM fam. Hope you're doing all right. Hey, if you're watching on the live stream, we got the crew in the house. We got everybody, man. 74K. We got Turbo. We got AI Love, and I'm here as well, guys. If you have not tuned in yet online, you can do so by going to jchains.live or web3breakfast.com. You can also find us streaming on LinkedIn. On the Web3 Breakfast Twitter account. Turbo's got his Facebook account going. So we are freaking everywhere. GM. Today's going to be a good one. We love these conspiracy theory shows. Today, I'm going to add one rule in. One rule additional to the one rule that we've already got. So if you've been here before, you know we got the rule. Don't be a douchebag. No racist, sexist, homophobes. I'm going to add one more in, guys. Can't say the C word today.
No politics.
Yeah. Well, no, I just can't. We can't say the C word. We'll call it. We can call it the pandemic. We can call it whatever. Just don't say the C word. Here's the deal. The last week that we did the conspiracy theory week, you guys know that I got the channel shut down for 10 days. No problems. But I actually just earlier this week had to take a course so that I could get my community strike removed. Right. And so it was a seven question quiz. Passed it with flying colors, got them all right. But I did vow that, that I would not be doing this again, spreading medical misinformation. So we don't want to say the C word, please. Other than that, we're good.
I thought you would call. I thought you would call on me. I got my hand up, Jay. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were like just like putting your right arm up, saying I pledge allegiance to the rules.
Not the C word.
Of the rules. Yeah.
Okay.
No. GM, guys. Yeah, it's Friday. It's freaking Friday, baby. It's pizza day. It's conspiracy theory day.
It's Friday, yeah. It's Friday.
We loving it, man. We getting it. How's everybody feeling?
Well, I was just wanted to say when I had my hand up, just that I would ask that if we start getting too far off the rails, just shut the stream down. Just automatically kill that thing on YouTube, because I'm so worried about this. I'm gonna be honest, man, because I don't want to lose our YouTube, man. Like, we have a great thing going, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to cause any extra additional problems. Yo, we got this homeboy, right? Because like AI Love been taking me all over the city and stuff, and so he got this homie, man. His name's Tani. He owned a vape shop, right? Dude got the cheapest vapes in the world. I'm like, man, like. These things are probably fake, you know what I'm saying? Because they're so cheap, you know what I mean? You get them for like $8 for $9.99 or something like that. It's crazy. But every time we go in, they ain't that cheap, but they are definitely super cheap. We go in and Tony's always on the live stream on TikTok. You know what I mean? He's over there like, yo, what up? Actually, he like this. Yo, what up, girls? You know, like, hey, baby, you got a man? And like, they just sending him money. Dude, they're just sending him money like crazy. And he's like, yo, man, I get y'all on this. But so AI run over, he jump on the stream and he said something about, he said a cigarette. So I was like, whoa. Hey, they super sensitive, bro. I can't risk getting shut down. Like,
but this like, how does it feel to work for the CCP? GM, everybody.
Oh man,
Speaking of conspiracy theories,
oh, that's not a conspiracy theory anymore. I don't think. I mean, TikTok is definitely a data harvesting application. I know, I know. It probably got to make the move, and we got to have one. It runs in conjunction with like the YouTube and doing videos on Twitter. But I freaking hate TikTok. I don't want it on my phone. I don't want to be the one to deal with it. So if we got to have a Web3 Breakfast Club TikTok, I respectfully request that someone else helm that because I don't want it on my phone.
Man, look, I love TikTok, dog. I learned so much on TikTok. And the thing was, like, you remember how we were talking and I was like, yo, I want to do AI tools. Like, that's the thing I wanted to do. But then, like, I started doing this research, man, and they talk about hallucinations. Like hallucinations is like basically is what they call an error, right? Because
that could have been the mushrooms. It could, what I mean?
Maybe allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
Air quotes.
But the hallucination for the computers comes because they don't have the information. All this to say, right, is that I'm like, all these hallucinations because it sounds right. You know what I'm saying? So these TikTok, it sounds right. But I'm that person, like, I want to try all the things. Like, as long as it's not like when they put a CD in the microwave and they put it in for a minute and it comes out as a cup of Kool-Aid. I know that's not going to work.
No, dude, that was one of the coolest things to do. I got in trouble when I put a CD in the microwave because it was fun how it would like create that pattern, sparkle, do its thing. But I tell you what, man, we burned through a couple of microwaves. I think my freshman year in college doing that. But I know I got in trouble at the house. Shout out to you, Mama. I used to get in trouble for dumb things, man. Dumb things.
Man, me too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always, man, we were always doing so much mission stupid stuff. I mean, like when we caught our buddy Kyle Ray on fire, man, my mom was pissed.
Okay. That's ridiculous.
Well, we did it the safe way. And he said, listen, I want to be caught on fire.
No, so we don't advocate. That's we need to do like,
hey, we got children watching this show. Why are you encouraging this?
I'm not encouraging that.
I got caught on fire once.
Corey.
And we got two hands. We got two hands.
What's up with people?
I mean, are we getting too soft? Are we getting too soft? You know what I'm saying? I'm not encouraging it, but do we not do like I haven't seen a kid knock over a grocery cart like like you could like pull them all down. Have you ever seen this? Like the grocery carts when they're all like stacked in a line. If you like pull them down, they'll like do this like wave. That's
man, this is how I know y'all had nothing to do in Ohio because here in Detroit, man, listen, you get your tailback rear end split like that, man.
Yeah,
when I was coming up, you had to be really, I was raised with respect. So, in my neighborhood in Southwest Detroit are very polite. You go into other parts, it's a different story. But Turbo, I've never done some things to the degeneracy of you, man.
You can't do that. You know why? Because that affects someone else. So now some person that, the cart corral manager has got, now he's got to put down his day to go do something to clean up someone else's mess.
Hold on.
We got to get to some of these hands because we can't be defending cart flipping.
Okay, no, I'm not. But just last thing, and we'll let it go, right?
All right.
But that's job security, dog, on it.
Okay.
That dude is not going to lose his job.
No, he's probably going to lose his job. He's going to lose his job because he's going to get so mad he's going to freak out on you. That's what it is. The guys be like, "This kid's back again," and then he freaks out and he gets fired. And then now, what's going to happen? With the family at home, and now he's got to go find a new job and all this, all because you wanted to flip some carts.
Right, because
is cart flipping like the urban cow tipping?
Yeah, basically. That's a good one.
Yo, good morning, everybody.
Corey
man.
from
Thank
the
you all for
ropes,
being here.
baby. Corey from the ropes. I love that one. Oh my God! All right, let's get to some of these hands. Let's. I want to go B Skeet because sometimes he's got very time sensitive information. So B Skeet, let's start it off, baby.
I wanted to come up and say the C word, but then AI Love said there's kids in the room. I don't think I should be saying cunt. Anyway, if TikTok is our downfall,
some countries it's like a different. It's a little bit different.
A term of endearment.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So,
exactly. That's why I'm like, we should be able to say it.
But yeah. I agree.
If TikTok is our downfall, we're so screwed because it's so good at finding that thing inside you don't really want to acknowledge but want to watch for like 100 hours. And every other social media app aspires to be TikTok.
Well, it's that attention, right? Well, and unfortunately, TikTok did a great job of like getting the market share on, coming in new to the the scene or whatever. But I think it also at the detriment to everybody's mental like sanity. Like we don't have attention spans anymore. We, long form like content has changed now. If you don't capture someone's attention in a second and a half in your video, you might as well not make it. So good. Yum, yum. So good.
So
yum,
good.
yum, yum,
Ice
yum.
cream, so good.
Bro, you know how tempting that shit is? Like, you know how bad I want to do that? Because I could do crazy shit like that without
Why? Well, you got to have more self-respect for yourself than that.
If you see me walking around with a man throwing European thong on and a husky mask, mind your business, okay?
All right.
That's self-respect. Get that bag. Kid.
Aggregating. Well, that will not be going on the Web3 Breakfast Club YouTube page with our new club content. TikTok. That's not going to be there.
That's my Stars Arena.
Hey, speaking of,
free pizza, you son of a. I'm not even putting up free pizza. Short Turbo made it on Stars Arena.
I'm telling you what, man.
Yeah, I saw Turbo Stars Arena, Jay, and let me tell you, I was like, I gotta get on Stars Arena.
Yeah, I mean, you got to post there, Turbo, if you expect to like. You gotta grind. See, that's the thing. That was part of the conversation that we had yesterday. Was like, you get these new. I don't know if it was on this show or it was on a different one I was at actually. But we were talking about like, when you have to, hop onto a new platform. It's like that grind. It's like, all right, like, what kind of time do I actually want to put into this? Like, is it going to be worth it? Because, I put a lot of time into Twitter, a lot of time. And that's like, I've made that like my home platform. And now we got to start adding in, decentralized SoFi. What do you guys like? Do we like SoFi? Do we like SocialFi? Do we have to call it socialized or social? What? Why can't I think of it?
Didn't Stars Arena already get rugged once?
Well, they got hacked for a few $1 million, or they just took some liquidity out. However that works, hacked, took some liquidity. I don't know.
They back.
Whatever they're calling
They're
it.
back.
But they're back, and they got their money back, and they put on some extra layers of security. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got a little something up my sleeve for you, Jay, on that Stars Arena.
No, you don't.
Don't you worry.
All right.
Don't trust me.
Okay.
Yeah. But look, we got hands because we got to probably take Chop Shop a couple minutes.
It's Friday. You know what? Friday, literally. I mean, today's about conspiracy theories, and so, and I want to get to the first one, and then we got to bring up some other stuff. Right. But gosh darn it, if we got to go Chop Shop for half the show, so be it. Because it's Friday, it's pizza day, it's fun. People are getting paid. Maybe I don't know if it's a pay week or not. But hey,
we don't have jobs. What's a paycheck? Hey, shouts out to you getting them paychecks. Island Marauder issues, Andrew.
How's that perfect. Great order. I love that.
Okay. Marauder. What's up, family?
Yo, guys. What's up? I just got out of the gym. GM. Heck yeah. I guess when I heard the conversation about people, doing dumb shit when they were young, it made me think about when I cut off my left thumb when I was like 17.
Still gone? Or did
I broke it off. Yeah, they put it back on. Like I cut it off and like broke it off. It was really disgusting. It was like this really tragic accident at the job I had. I worked at a movie theater, and it was just it was a drop down counter, bro. It fell on my thumb.
Wow.
Here goes the funny story. Here goes a funny story that works in conjunction with that. I had a birthday. I have a twin, right? My birthday's coming up, and I'm a Halloween baby. So at the birthday party, all of a sudden, we hear this big scream, right? This is when I'm like 7 years old. So here's a big scream. I go downstairs, and my friend's finger has been chopped off by a folding chair. You remember the old school metal folding chair?
Yep.
And my God.
He was playing with it up and down. And my mother's friend, she was overseeing, but it was really dark and stuff. She was overseeing it. And she said when his finger, when the chair folded, his finger shot across the room, clear across the room. My mother would not allow me to have a birthday party ever since then. I went through my entire rest of my life until I was 18, having no birthday parties. So I just wanted to shout out Andrew and the reckless behavior and the folding chair and the losing of the thumb for the Halloween season.
Golly.
I was not.
Count your blessings and count your fingers, folks.
I was
no
not.
birthdays for a finger.
All right.
I mean, I'd trade a finger for a birthday. It makes my hands hurt.
No.
Man.
No. You want your
Makes-
listen. You want your digits, man. Marauder, I'm sorry that happened to you, bro. Man, I was.
Oh, it's fine, bro. And it helped
Yeah.
me get better at Call of Duty when I was younger. Like I still play video games with my pointer finger, and because my thumb wasn't a cast, so my thumb was like all casted up. Couldn't use it to control the left analog stick, so I had to use my pointer finger to move, and then my middle finger to aim. And anytime I would like fry kids in Black Ops 1 or 2, I forgot which one it was. I would always tell them they got beat by a cripple, and it was really funny.
Hey, I love the you got humility in there, but man, that's intense. I almost lost my pinky in my first motorcycle accident. Like it was hanging on by a thread, and they were going to chop it off, but they ended up putting it back, and it works.
And you went to work. And you went to work with it taped up. Did you just tape it up?
Yeah, I like passed out and almost died there because.
Jesus, that's the kind of work ethic, man. That's the kind of work ethic you have to have. I was like, man, you don't talk about raising the bar, man. You know what I mean? Marauder came up and was like, listen, I'm gonna set the bar and I'm gonna set it high. Yo, Andrew, what's up, family? Good morning, GM to you, family, GM, bro. You're gonna be so excited when you hear about my Stars Arena. What I'm gonna be doing. Don't tell anybody else, man. This is strictly just for you, but I got some good things cooking. Go ahead, family, let your hand up.
Good morning. I just wanted to jump in on doing dumb shit as a kid. Do you guys like setting yourselves on fire? Yeah, I did that. My brother and I would like take a thick layer of Axe body spray and just spray it on our arms and light ourselves up. Like as soon as it got too hot, dunk it in a bucket of water. Jesus. And fuck, all we had to do was dumb shit as kids. I remember taking a little Tykes wagon down a hill thinking we're driving it like a fucking car. Well, as soon as you turn the handle on that, it just flips the wagon over. So our choice was either get hit by a car or roll in the street. That and exploring abandoned buildings.
Oh, this is so. I mean, I actually like this segment. You know what I mean?
I think we turned this
GM. Good morning on a Friday. Doing dumb shit as a kid. Got my guy Dr. Oz right here, man. We were probably 8, 9 years old. We used to sneak over to we used to go kick it at his crib because all of our parents worked and shit, and we'd be looking at dirty magazines because he's 4 years older than me and shit. So dumb shit as kids. Hell yeah, Dr. Oz.
Hey, I remember one time Brad had a truck, right? We tied a rope to the back of that motherfucker and had that plastic ass fucking snowboard, and I hung on that bitch, and then it hit a speed bump. That shit snapped in half, and I was fucking doing a triple somersault. I fucking died.
That's that Midwest stuff, Dr. Oz, hitching it to the back of a truck. I seen it down in Florida. When it floods out there, they get on jet skis, canoes, and they'll roll in the streets. But up in the Midwest, in Detroit and places like Ohio, they hitch it to the back of a truck, boy, and then they go skiing around it, man. It was the most dangerous thing I could ever think of. I never signed up for it.
The last year that I lived in Austin, Texas, we got had 8 inches of snow in December, and it got super cold for several days, and so it iced over, and so I had this Jeep, and we went through my neighborhood. We grabbed the snowboard, attached it to the back of the Jeep, and then just flew around the neighborhood snowboarding. That to me is and I did that. I was 40 years old, and as a grown ass man, and that was fun.
Damn. Yeah, that definitely sounds litty. Issues. What's up, family? GM.
What's up, Turbo? Y'all got me going with the gosh darns this morning. I'm yeah, that's my boys. AI's wearing on everybody. I love it, right? But these conversations are great about our childhood, right? Because if you're an 80s baby, boy, you're fucking wild, right? We were wild.
Yeah.
I had a 4-wheeler, right? When I was a kid down here in Naples. I'm from Naples. I lived back and forth from Illinois to Naples when I was a child, right? So here in Naples, we had Golden Gate Estates. We all rode 4-wheelers and stuff. We used to take off the wheelbarrow, right? Rip the wheels off that MFer, right? And then I took a rope to it and then tie my friends to the wheelbarrow and pull them around through the mud, right? So we be getting it, and I'll be flooring it, right? I'll be fucking flooring it, right? And then my buddy's back there holding on to that wheelbarrow, just straight fucking bouncing everywhere.
Man,
no wonder he's got back problems.
Yeah, seriously, it's funny. You just can't do stuff and I know it's crazy, and we talk about these, these crazy stories of things that we did when we were kids, but you just can't do it now. Even if you did, there'd be something wrong with you for doing it.
No way.
You go to jail instantly. I mean, and here's the thing, man. You know, like this is a really dope conversation, just because, like, one, like it gives us that opportunity to reminisce, you know, about like, you know, how we got here. You know what I'm saying? But two, it also shows that we're actually all not really that different. You know what I'm saying? Like we have different limits and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You find out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely don't ask Turbo Made to catch you on fire. He might. You know what I'm saying? We need to know these things. You know what I'm saying? We learn that through these conversations. You know what I mean? But I also was gonna say, you know, like if you were born in the 80s, man, think of all the shit that we went through. Did you know that credit didn't even come out till like 86? Like there wasn't credit before then. You know what I'm saying? Like we had credit. We went through
You mean like credit cards, right?
We went through AOL, social, doggone social media,
Dial up.
Oh, so you're talking. So we call it dumb shit, but I guess maybe at the end of the day, it's really just we used our imaginations and we just did what we thought was fun.
When I was a kid, I jumped out of a 2-story window. You know, like put a bunch of blankets and things on the ground. And mattress down
because
there,
we had
jumped
Jackass.
on the
Like Jackass was in our childhood. So once we saw that, we started doing dumb shit. We fucking dumb shit all the time when we were kids, jumping off, making like big ass ice walls in the wintertime. Cars had to drive through them. You throw fucking snowballs and they got out mad. Like,
oh my god, yeah, Dr. Oz.
Speaking of ice
and
balls.
gentlemen,
Yes,
please. There is a lady with her hand up. I'd like to kick it over to Miss Sapphire.
Oh, I love it.
Sapphire, please.
Yo, I am am I a effing lady or what? No, thank you. Good morning. So I was mostly good.
You're a
except I had my
queen. You're a
tomboy
queen.
Queen teens. I was hanging with the boys, always trying to be hard. So we would do little stupid stuff like the choking game, which I realize now you're killing brain cells. And you strangle each other until you pass out.
yes, and you get the tingles. You get the tingles and the tingles and the wiggles as you wake up.
It's like getting high, basically. And
You
then
used to
I
do it
remember a couple
differently,
times
though,
people
right?
bust their head on a
some people would fly through the wall.
It was crazy.
Yeah, passing each other out. Where you like
you
breathe
pass
real
you choke
heavy.
each other out until you pass out. But yeah, I know one time somebody busted their head in one of those little milk crates. And I think he freaked out and left, and then we came back though, and he was okay.
Left him there. Left him there.
You don't want to
Yeah,
get
those dangerous and stuff.
little terroristic stuff they would do. They would go around to like different neighborhoods and like kick people's mailboxes down and run and like throw stuff at the house. It's just little crazy stuff. And so I would try to be the voice of reason a little bit, and then I wanted to be cool, so I would do it too. And every now and then I would talk us out of getting in trouble if we got busted. Nice. So that was like my job.
So like, you know, that kind of stuff was fun, right? Going out and TPing a house, maybe egging a car. But I never went as far as throwing the salami on the hood, right? Because that was the one like, oh, if you throw the salami on the hood, it'll eat through the clear coat and get down to the paint thing. I never did that. I thought that'd be a little too far. But I definitely egged the shit out of some houses, and we definitely TP'd some places for sure.
Dude, I you know, like I'm gonna tell you how gangster I was, man. Two quick things on that. One, I always TP'd my own house. You know what I'm saying? Swear to God. You can call my mom and ask her right now.
Wow.
Yo, sheriff pulled up one time, was like, yo, you TP in your house? Or you like, you're TP in this house? I'm like, it's my house. You know what I'm saying? And then I just blame it on other people. The second thing, I committed a huge crime. I don't know if this is comparable or not, but you know, I mean, whatever. Me and my cousin stole campaign signs, and we put them in our grandma's yard, like hundreds of them. And we made the newspaper, and they like.
Isn't that something stupid like that's a felony or something, right? Like some kind of crazy thing.
That is gangster.
Yeah.
Straight up fucking. I didn't know Turbo was so gangster.
Yeah, he hood.
Yeah,
Man.
Turbo is a real life DJ. I thought I was a bad boy as a kid. No, Turbo, you are setting new parameters.
Stealing political signs.
That's why I'm good now.
But real quick, because I know the conversation is getting good. It's about to get great because you know we're going into Truth Seekers. But before we do, why don't we do this, man? Go to that lower right-hand corner, hit that bubble. Don't mean you're in trouble, but if you hit the retweet, you put the room on repeat, and you spread the message out to your community. So go ahead, if you're enjoying the conversation, give a like, give a retweet. Let us know how your morning is doing. You can do that right there in that little bubble in the comment section. And next we got Mama Bear with her hand up. How you doing this morning, Mama Bear?
Hey, Mama Bear.
TM, you guys. Oh my gosh, y'all are killing me. You know, everybody's talking about Jackass and how everybody, you know, has learned things from Jackass and have been impressed by his skills. Somebody had to do all that stuff and survive it for Jackass to have the idea for it. So, it's not new. Things that you did as a kid that was really dumb. I didn't do any of it in college because I was too afraid of everything else. And I was in a small place in Tennessee, but in the swamp of Florida, we did some stupid stuff because we found out that you could put gas from the gas can for the lawnmower. You pour some in the lid, right? And then we would light it. And it was super cool to watch it, right? Except that we were on the front of the house and we decided to go to the side of the house. And so when we did, it made a little trail of drip, 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 and it went down the side. That was pretty cool.
Oh.
And then when we got to the backyard, we were like, let's try it one last time. The last time we tried it, it trailed up in the jug and caught the jug inside on fire. And we freaked out and we were right at the swamp marsh and we threw it in flaming, melting plastic fire gasoline.
Just a potential bomb.
Yo,
I love Mama Bear.
Mama Bear.
Really stupid. Yeah.
That's I've literally had that same thing. I was in the Army. We were at Fort Drum, New York. It's like freezing cold. We would all get together, have a little bonfire. I was pouring some gas in. This dude's like, "That's good." Throws a match as I'm like trying to sprinkle the gas. It goes up into the gas can and it's on the nozzle, right? So I'm holding this gas can at this party in this small area on base. I didn't know what else to do, so I tried to shake the fire out, right? This is the first thing. So I just threw gasoline on every person at the party. Everybody. I caught every person at the party on fire.
Turbo.
Your new
Turbo.
Pyromaniac, Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
Turbo. We're gonna have to take them. It's not Turbo made it. It's Turbo burnt it. That's.
Yo, I did burn a lot of shit, man. I am a pyro. As I was thinking about that, Mama Bear, I was like, oh my God, we're kindred spirits. We're connected.
Dude, I love fire. We would, you're not allowed. I don't know how you can find or where you can find an M80 anymore, but we used to take them in. They're waterproof, right? So you can literally bury them next to a red ant hill and light that sucker on fire, and the whole ground shakes. It goes boom, and the fire ants.
Them ants will live. Those ants will fucking live.
They live.
Dude, could you imagine red ant shrapnel just like flying, just getting stuck to your face?
That would be so bad.
Nightmare.
Oh my goodness! Now I'm gonna have nightmares about that. Absolutely.
Yo,
Man,
Flames. Good morning,
not
family. We got
either.
2 minutes to the workout. Gonna throw you the mic, Flame. We got Dr. Alsbeski. Flame, what's up, family?
GM, yo, these kid stories are hilarious, dude. So I used to live at the bottom of a really big hill, and we filled up this big Ziploc bag full of like mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup, and this car drove by, dude, and we threw it at the window, at his windshield, and he pulled over, and he was so pissed. So I pulled my gun out and I shot him and I killed him. I killed a man when I was 8. I've never told anyone.
Damn, Flame, that's what I'm talking about. Setting the bar.
I was getting ready to I got one of those kind of stories too. For me, it was just I ate a whole bag of Doritos, and then we were at like a fair, and then I threw up. So I threw up into the bag of Doritos, and we just put it underneath the car. And as we were backing out of the parking spot, it like splatted on the car next to us. But that's how my love for Doritos goes back that far to when I was a child. I ate a whole bag myself.
Damn. Hell yeah. Dr.
The bags
Oz.
were bigger back then.
And they probably were. Maybe it was a family size too.
Taste better. These Doritos so weak. Them old Doritos, man, when you used to crack into them, if you hit it wrong, it would stick in your mouth and in your tooth. Nowadays, it just so brittle. They keep skimping us.
Snowflake chips.
Sapphire story reminded me of Sapphire, your story reminded me of the mailbox story that I had. So we had this woodshop teacher in high school, and he used to make these like extravagant fucking mailboxes, right? And we used to smash them and then go to school, and he'd bitch about it. He didn't know who it was. He tried to figure it out. Well, the third time we went to smash that bitch, we're doing a drive-by with a bat in the car, and my buddy was in the back. He put a pole all the way up through that motherfucker. We were going probably like 25. He hit that bitch, his whole arm broke all the way back. Like, this shit was nasty, it's crazy as fuck. So it was funny because when we went to school the next day, he knew who was tapping on the mail. At least knew one of the three that was tapping the mailbox. But that just reminded me of that shit.
Dude comes in a cast. Oh, there it is. Oh, time to get up, guys. It's time to get those healthy minds, healthy bodies, healthy portfolios. Halfway through, if it's your first time joining us at Web3 Breakfast, thank you for joining us. But it's also the time that we get up, get that heart rate going, get that blood pumping, and get a little workout in. There is some scientific proof to these micro workouts. They're working for all of us. I can tell you, check this out. Not that I need to be like excited that I weigh 230 pounds, but a few months ago, I was close to 250. Finally, 229.8 this morning. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go.
Hell yeah, bro.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, there we go.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna tell you, there ain't nothing like the bear market diet. You know what I mean? Look, when you hit that bear market
stress
diet,
and coffee.
Bear fridge.
The poverty diet is a
fridge,
real thing.
You got bear
I
emotion.
recommend it.
You
Right,
got
I
bear
like that.
stability. That way you just fall right off with stress. Let's go, baby. Hey, man, you're doing a great job, looking great. And that's for everybody in the room, man. But the only way that you're going to make a difference is to be different. And so get up out your seat, stand up, do something different. Let's go.
I got eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Web3 Breakfast, Jay James is the host. Good morning. What's up, Jay James? Turbo made it co-hosting. Yeah, they do their thing. If you savvy Web3 GM, grab a plate and a seat. Let's begin. If you got something to say, come and grab a mic. We got one rule, no douchebag. Alright. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Monday through Friday, we got the Sorrow. 10 a.m. Eastern Spaces with the purpose. All about the community focus, they deserve it. Come and speak your mind with no regrets, but you serve us. Pizza on Friday, working off midway. Get the blood pumping, Web3 music is thumping. I got eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast.
Yeah.
Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast.
Okay.
Web3 Breakfast, Jay James is the host with the most. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Good morning.
Good morning, Web3 Breakfast. Yo, thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is Web3 Breakfast. We do this every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what it's all about, man. A show for the community, by the community. Truth seekers, where you at?
Where we at?
Where you at? Where you at?
Two final hands from before the break. Definitely want to get to Sapphire and the Beaskeet, and then we're getting into this. And we're talking Britney, baby. I want to know. Sapphire, what you got for us?
So, okay, you made me think of something with the Dorito story. I remember elementary school, so it's terrible. I snuck in, got some of my mom's. It was like Boone's Farm or something on a field trip. I brought it on the bus. We all were drinking, and at least 6 people got sick because we were in this little carnival, riding rides, drinking Boone's Farm, probably in like 8th grade, and everybody threw up everywhere. And luckily, though, I was with some OGs. Nobody snitched, but it was definitely me that got everybody drunk and sick at the carnival.
Well, that happens.
Shame. No, I'm just kidding. No, we don't shame each other here. Shouts out to you, man. I didn't do none of that stuff. I couldn't do it.
Back in the day, Boone's Farm was the jam. What were the other ones? They were like the
MD 2020, Mad Dog.
Oh, get that Mad Dog. There was also the Seagram's things. What were the Seagram's things called?
The wine coolers?
Yeah, those things were freaking awesome.
Yo, if my mom picked up like a 4-pack of wine coolers, I knew we were having a pool party. Yo, Beasky, what's up, family?
Dude, I had a night in Hawaii one time where I was 16, I think. I was mixing wine coolers with Bacardi 151 and thinking I was making cocktails. I don't actually remember a lot of that night. I do remember that I flipped so hard that like I couldn't get my face off the carpet. Like I was just spinning so hard that I literally couldn't lift my head up. And when I woke up the next morning, my buddy was like, "Yeah, you made me go buy another bottle and you drank that too." So that was pretty bad.
I love
not on the violent tip like you guys, but just the perfect childhood shenanigans that got caught. We used to make bottle rocket bazookas out of Christmas wrap cardboard. And we had a 5-way intersection. So it's a giant intersection. and you had to launch the bottle rocket before you saw the car. So there'd be a dude on the other side of the intersection calling out when a car was coming. You had to light the bottle rocket, get it going, because it's not like it's an instant fire. And the most perfect shot of all time, I get this thing going, I light it, he calls out car, I get it lit, and around the corner comes my father's car.
Oh, shit.
And the bottle rocket, seriously, the bottle rocket shoots out, and they're these plastic ones that whistle, so they're pretty powerful. It shoots out, and I shit you not, for the first time in my life, I actually hit the car. It flies out, it hits my dad's front windshield, bounces a foot off the windshield, and explodes.
Oh, no.
And my dad just rolls up slowly, and the look on his face as he's just staring at me with disappointment was so fucking fantastic. That, yeah, worst time ever.
I love that.
Hey, Jay.
Yo.
Jay, real quick before we jump into the Britney, can I get a quick close-up on the camera? I got to do something real quick. Miss Madden, I'm sorry. I was a menace. Thank you, Jay. I just want to be able to say that publicly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, hearing these stories, man, golly.
And
Jeez,
for the
man.
record, B Skeet, I'm not involved in this violence as a child thing. I was more like, just some reckless endangerment, for some small time petty things. Never bit crazy stuff. I was not a pyro. I don't think. I mean, I like lighters and candles, but not pyro. I wasn't
my
like
pop
showing.
burned down his whole garage. He lit a can of paint thinner on fire, not knowing how flammable it was, and then he freaked out and he threw it, and the whole fucking wall of the garage just went up. He said the whole garage went down in like 10 minutes.
Wow. We had our house burned down as a kid, and so that's probably why I was not a pyro. Is because it was you have a different respect for fire when something like that happens, and so and maybe people go one way or the other with it. I'm not actually sure. It's interesting. But for me,
I'll just say for the record, Jay. I say for the record, Jay, I'm a water sign. I don't do well with a lot of fires. Shout out to the Mad Bull for throwing that jumping jack in the Hennessy bottle and setting the entire field on fire as a child. Yeah, after that point, I was pretty much done with fireworks, and anything that had to do with striking until I started smoking.
Yeah, I quit messing with fireworks, and we hit a kid in the eye with a bottle rocket. Jesus. And the color. Dude, listen, his eye color, Jay, went away, dog. He didn't have any color. It was just a black pupil. He lost the color around his eye. Dog, dude. After that.
Terrorist, man. Turbo the terrorist.
Yeah, man.
Dude, that was my old life.
Turbo destroyed it.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's why I had to give Miss Madden an apology, man. We gave that lady a heart attack. Dog, there was one day. Man, look, I can do this shit all day. I'm sorry, man. This for another time.
With this, maybe, you know what? I honestly, I really enjoy this, and I feel like people enjoy telling stories. Like you said, you get to reminisce, and everybody has a fun story that they love to share. We should do this more regularly, and maybe that's just what the Fridays are about.
It's a confessional.
Yeah.
You guys are like priests right now. You get in some stuff helping us. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very
Remember
welcome.
what I told you, Jay? The crypto confessional?
Yeah.
Remember?
This is true. Now we got to just, because I don't want to be the priest. Listen. No. It can't be crypto confessional because I don't want to be the priest. You guys got me as the belding. I'm the principal. So we got to make it some kind of thing related to that. Okay. So then I at least feel happy with where I'm at. Cause I don't want to be a confessional guy.
We could be crypto snitching. You know what I mean? We come to Jay. He's our pretend principal for all the people that feel like they got to snitch and stuff. They could just come and snitch to Jay. And then that way we ain't got to worry about, cause they ain't gonna go nowhere, but you get to feel like, oh, I got to snitch, Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But
it's like Karen Dow. Karen Dow, the concept was the same thing with Karen Dow. It just was an outlet for Karens to be able to Karen.
To Karen out. You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes you need that. You know what I mean? Like you need that opportunity to be able to Karen out. And so, listen, if you guys want to come up, looks like we're going to be talking about childhood past. We want to maybe put up a funny little heading and get people to come in and go through. But this was my Miss Madden story. The paper cutters, the big ones that they have in art class.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had this kid, Brady, man. He's crazy. He lifted it up too far. He's probably watching this right now. Now I'm going to list. But he would always lift it too far. And there's a little piece of metal that keep it from coming back down. So you had push this spring, which was really heavy, and then pull it down to get it past that. So Miss Madden saw him do that, and she's like, "You're gonna have to fix it." So he was over there messing for 15 minutes. It wouldn't fix. So the paper cutter's up like this, right? And Miss Madden has her head in like this, and she has her arm around the other side trying to push the spring. and Brady's pulling on the thing like this as hard as he can. And we were like, I didn't say anything. I was like, oh my God. Like I couldn't, when I get scared, G, I couldn't say anything. And so I'm just like frozen like this, like.
And that's how Miss Madden lost her head.
No, she didn't. Actually, this other girl was like, Miss Madden, you're about to lose your head. And you're about to get your head cut off. And she started crying and it was crazy. And then like 2 days later, she was just standing in class and she just like fell over. She had like I don't even know, like a heart attack or something. So I'm sorry, Miss Madden, we were so bad. Yeah, dog, golly, man. And I got the best damn kids, man. My kids are so good, man. Oh, golly, I'm sorry to everybody out there. Yo, we should probably swing some hands. 7.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're allowed to talk anymore today, Turbo. I think we're gonna cut the mic. You're gonna cut Turbo off the mic today.
Let DOB go. He's had his hand up.
Yo,
what's going on?
What's up, Mel?
Is it me or
Doctor? We'll come to you next, Doctor.
No, I just came to say what's up. Good morning. I know y'all all up here grinding early in the day. It's been a hot minute, but I wanted to go back on 2 stories before I self-destruct. All right. So first one with the alcohol and the drinks. Yes, wine coolers we take at the adult parties, and the Boom Swan was one. But here's one for you, Goldschlager.
Oh,
all right.
Can't do it.
Let me tell you why we drink a Goldschlager. So I was reckless. I was a horrible young adult, and we was out there running these streets, and late at night it'd be cold as hell in Jersey. So that Goldschlager was definitely the warm up at night. I'm just gonna put that out there, and I'm gonna leave that there. The other part is, as a bad kid, in certain class periods when we had like the arts and crafts shit, we supported Elmo's glue in the hands and slap people in the face with it. I'm just saying it's wrong. I know I'm going to hell, but I did that in the wrong time. I did that at the wrong time. And then once it gets in somebody's hair, yo, forget about it. All right. So there was that. Yeah, I know. I ain't shit.
Dude,
but you know what? Hey, I've grown since then. Give me a break, all right?
Absolutely. I'm with you, man. Rumpelmints, Goldschlager, and Jägermeister. 3 things I could never touch again for the rest of my life. Not again. I don't even like saying those words.
Yeah.
Those 3 together is the best shot you can take.
Well, Dan, you can have it. I ain't gonna go long-winded. I just figured I'd take a break and pull over and get up in this conversation. And also, don't go to sleep around me as a kid. When we were kids, I'm telling you right now, if you went to sleep, you had Ambisol on your mouth, toothpaste in the hand. Yo, let somebody go to sleep with their mouth open. You get an Ambisol.
The Vicks on their eyes is terrible.
Nah, I'm telling you. So yeah, I know we ain't shit. I know none of us ain't shit. And I don't care who y'all ain't shit either, because y'all did some things too. So just wanted to shout that out, man.
I love that you say that, man. That's like when I see people taking their moral high ground on the internet, it just makes me laugh, because you got alcoholics and drug addicts pointing fingers on the back end and stuff. It's like, come on, can we all just no one's a fucking saint here, all right? Like, there's no need to call anybody out for anything.
Period. Man. I say that all the time. Jesus,
That's what's up, man. But yeah, shout out to all of y'all, man. Everyone in the room. It's been a minute. I've got some things. I'm grinding over here, but I'll be in the background. I'll drop. No doubt, man. Appreciate y'all doing this. Good to catch up.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, we changed the name of the space. Obviously, we're not going to get into conspiracy theories today. We're not going to find out if Britney Spears is a clone or it's an imposter with no teeth, even though I'm really looking forward to getting that answer. So we'll have to do that tomorrow, next week. But childhood stories of creativity or menace. Either you were creative or a total menace. And
bro, that is so great. Do we have the timer? Because we could you get 2 minutes, you share, and then we go and we ask everybody, is that creativity or menace?
I think we could definitely draw our own conclusions from most of these stories. I love that though. But yeah, let's formalize this topic, and we can make it more focused on certain elements, so that it kind of it makes sense with what we're talking about.
I mean, okay.
But I love the idea.
I'm trying not to talk as much because I had a sativa strain this morning. This is very creative, so I'm a little amped. I'm sorry, Jay.
So your creativity is pulling out the reminiscing stories of the menace.
Jay from this because Turbo made it Turbo burnt it. I don't want to hear any more of your menacing Chucky.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back and be quiet. But this is what I want to say. Why it's important is because I worry because there was a lot of things that I did, destroying things and trying to put things back together. Let me know what I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It taught me that I could create things, and so I think that for our kids, I feel like my kids are missing out on not being mischievous, but maybe not. I don't know.
Hey, you never know. You never know. I don't think they're missing out on anything, though. I think everybody's having a good time. All right, let's get to some of these hands. Let's go. I want to go Beaskeet 7 and then Marauder. And then we'll go to the doctor. Sorry, the hand was
not much of a child story, but in college, it's graduation weekend and we're downtown, and graduation weekend gets out of hand and the bar is so packed that my buddy just jumps behind the bar and starts pouring us drinks. And eventually the bartender comes over and he's like, "Hey, you can't be back here." And he's like, "Oh no, I'm just helping out." The bartender's like, "You need to get out of here." So he grabs a bottle of Goldschlager that my buddy was pouring for us and he takes it back. And I go, "Hey, we just paid that guy for that bottle." And he's like, "Well, you can't have the bottle." So then he pulls out like 32 shot glasses and it's just me and one friend sitting there. And he's like, "You can't have the bottle." And he just starts pouring 32 shots of Goldschlager. And let's just say by the end of that night, I met a girl the next day and we were at breakfast, super hungover. And I'm like, "How's it going?" And she's like, "You don't remember?" And I'm like, "Remember what?" And she's like, "You were at Old Kings Road last night and you bit me." And I'm like, "I wasn't even at Old Kings Road last night. What are you talking about?" And she pulls out a photograph of me literally holding her arm and biting her bicep, like holding it with both hands.
What did she have, a Polaroid camera?
Dude, she had gone to like a 1-hour photo development site. And
well, you made an impression.
Already developed.
You clearly made an impression on her.
And
Into
to
her
this
skin.
day, I can't eat Big Red chewing gum.
Oh yeah, no, cinnamon flavored stuff. I love actual cinnamon, but cinnamon flavored stuff is disgusting. Hot tamales.
I like the idea of pooping out gold.
Is it? It's not real
It
gold
really
flake,
does
is it?
make your poo sparkle. No, it's real.
It's real gold flake. You actually do poop out. And one day I was really drunk before I actually found this out off of that. And next morning I had to, alcohol. I looked down, I'm like, "What the hell is this in my stool?" And it was like little gold flakes. So I looked it up, and no, this is actually true. This does occur. But we do have a few hands.
It's officially Friday.
Where's a poop story? It's Friday, baby. Let's. Yeah. Oh, I thought wow, that was crazy. My computer screen just flicked. I thought I lost everything for a second. All right, let's go 7, or let's go doctor. Let's go to the doctor because I forgot about him before. Doctor, what's up, fam?
Yo, what's up? You beautiful souls. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing okay. So, yeah, this is my first time here. I go by Dr. M. I'm a medical doctor, psychologist, and a rapper. So you figure that out. And of course, a mix like that can only come from a crazy childhood. And yeah, we did a lot. So we had to go real quick, background, we had to go we had to walk about 15 to 20 minutes every day, going and then coming back to some type of I don't know, after school, a school for religious science, the irony. And then on the way there and back, we had to do something to make us run so we can get there faster, because the road is long as hell and we just walking. So we did everything, literally. We would go to buildings and then we would turn off the electricity of all of the building. We would throw anything you can imagine, like the whole electricity shit. They actually memorize our faces, and people would literally be on the lookout. I would literally be with my family and people would be looking at me. Is that him? Is that not him? Because we were crazy. Once, my favorite one. So there was this, when there's a construction, and then there's some sand beside the building, beside the site of construction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of it can stick, kind of like mud or whatever. It can stick basically. So we had this guy who was living next to us, in front of the house and on the other side of the street. And he he usually got drunk and shit, and he would like kind of scare the kids. And we would like, you know what, we would fuck with him. We would like throw him with some sand, with some dirt, let him chase us so we can get there faster. So yeah, it was another Tuesday. But the thing is, he wouldn't come out that afternoon, right? So we bought the stuff, the thing that we throw, and we were waiting, and then until the door opened. When the door opened, we immediately threw that shit. Now, what we did not know, or what we did not know is who came out of the door was not him, but was his mother.
Oh.
And his mother was cleaning the house. Yeah, I know. That was my reaction. Like, and that shit hit her in the face. And it was about 3 balls of solid shit, like, and it was like the type of solid dirt, like when it hits you and then like it spreads in your face. So that shit made, and then she called him, yo, come and see these kids. And I ran so fast that this motherfucker started running after us, me and my best friend. And then like he immediately saw that I was too fast, so he gave up. So he just started, like chasing my friend. Now here's the funny part. He was a little bit fat, right? So there's this like huge trucks, right? The trucks of like, I don't know, moving like cargo and shit. So anyway, my friend thought it would be smart that he would climb up and then climb down to get inside and then hide inside. Now that dummy did not know that the guy who was running, like he saw him climb. So he let him climb. He let him climb inside, and then and then he came to him and he was like, come out. And immediately he started crying, my friend. He was like, no, I'm sorry. I was like, come out. So he climbed up and then climbed down. And then he slapped him in the face so hard. I heard it when I was very far. And I swear to God, like he still remembers that shit. And then he came like, he was like crying and came. And I was trying to be like empathetic and shit. I was like, yo, like at least he will not tell our parents. But I could not hold it in. So I kept joking and I kept making him like, he hates me up until this day for what I did to him that day, because he was crying, man. And I had 2 options. Yeah, man, I could have like kind of made him feel better. I was like, fuck that shit.
Well, you know what?
So
moving forward now, you know what I mean? It's apologies to all the people out there, who still might be holding on to something.
Yeah, man. Holy fuck, there's a lot of them. Wallah, we fucked up with a lot of people. Damn. And we were kids. Like, we were so young. But we were evil. Evil. But yeah, it was still fun. It was so much fun.
Hell yeah.
And Dr. M, welcome to the family, the Web3 Breakfast community here. We are also 40-year-old rappers as well. I don't know if you're 40, but I mean, you're a doctor, so I was just kind of putting it together. So if you're not 40, neither am I, but I still claim hood. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. 7-4K.
Big 4K.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
When I was a kid, we had a full-blown fight club.
Oh shit, really?
There were 2 trailer parks that butted up against each other in the back of it, and it was a huge ass sand dune that people would just go do drugs, but all the older kids would do drugs and have sex. But the smaller kids, because I was like, I want to say I was like 9, 10 probably. We would get off the bus and run down there literally the moment we would get off the bus. And there'd be like 20 kids out there. And it'd be like like when Mortal Kombat 2 was out is when this shit was going on. We would just beat the shit out of each other.
Jeez
like, and we'd come home and my mom would ask us all, like ask me and my little brother, like, why do you guys have like all these fucking cuts and stuff? And it's like, Mom, we're just climbing trees and having fun outside. It's all gravy. But it was before Fight Club even existed. And the first rule of that Fight Club was nobody talked about it. And it was so weird when the movie came out, because it was like I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is crazy. Like, and I still talk to one of my buddies, and he was like, he called me when he saw the trailer, and he was like, do you think somebody that was in that shit like wrote this? And I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way that this is about a trailer park fight club, dude.
Yeah, dog. He's like, yeah, they do the interview with me. He's like, yeah, man, I grew up in this trailer park. You know what I'm saying? We butted up next to another trailer park. We used to fight each other all the time.
I would have shit if that was it. Like, obviously it's based off of a memo, or it's like a 1-pager that he wrote, and then he made it into a book. But dude, my brain could not handle it. I was like, bro, this is like literally 8, 9, 10, we would just go out and just have like literal tournaments, like fucking Mortal Kombat tournaments in real life.
Man, no, I was on this. I was playing sports. That's what I was doing. I was
Yeah, I was
swinging
playing
the baseball bat.
Bloodsport.
Yeah, wow, it's crazy. That makes you who you
It
are
is
today, right?
hard.
Like all the things that we did, all these fun stories, crazy things you thought were crazy, they all shaped, made us who we are, into the adults. And some people are still younger, Mama Bear, you are next, please.
I think it should be called "Did You Die?" Right? All the stuff you did as a kid, but did you die? We had this really cool street right out in front of my grandparents' house. They had a little circle drive with these massive, massive cedar trees on either side. And we kids sat on this felled log between the two trees, and we would just pick up gravel, little tiny gravel pebbles, and we would launch them and see who. It started out as a competition to see who could make it to that first line in the road. And then if you could get it past that, and then if you could get it to the other line on the other side of the road. So then the rocks, of course, got a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. And occasionally a car would interrupt our game. And we kids got beat so bad. We got beat so bad because somebody's car got dinged. It didn't chunk a hole or anything in it. The guy you could hear it go dink, and we got in so much trouble. But the rule was you had to sit on the log, and you had to throw it from a seated position into the road. None of us ever considered why, that would be a bad idea. But it was a lot of fun as a kid, and now I think about it as a mom, and I'm like, ooh, that is so stupid. Where were our parents? That's my, where were the parents? I don't know if y'all had unattended time as a child, but I had quite a lot of it. And it's crazy, right? It was so fun, though. But no one died.
That's fantastic.
That we don't.
We cover our kids now is because of how much freedom and things we did, maybe.
Oh, straight facts.
Say that one more time.
Like we hover our children because of like how no one was watching over us. You know what I mean? Like, bro, no one knew where I was.
Ever.
I didn't have that.
That's what I'm saying. And here goes the thing:
But
the rate of parenting. Here goes the thing: the rate of parenting at this rate right now is so horrible. If you look at most kids, because they're so degenerate, bro. If my mom had half the technology that they got right now, brother, oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine. Like, I just remember her being like, "You need to get in. This our street lights are on." Oh my goodness, how many times I sat out past the street lights?
Every time. Whew. It's crazy how we all have these absolutely different experiences, but I love, like you said, we're all here. All this crazy shit has brought us all to this one space. Mel,
it all had to happen.
It did. It's written. So let it be written. So let it be done.
Mel, the D.O.B.
Yo. I want to tap into two more things because it's just crossing my mind how fucked up we were. So right with the whistlers, right? We used to call them Negro chasers, and we used to directly point them at people or break the stick off and light it up, and where it went. That was it. So I know I ain't shit for that one. But
Mel,
the other
you were
thing,
borderline, bro.
The Negro chasers, what's wrong?
No, Jesus, man.
Yo, I'm telling you, we were reckless, man. There's no denying it.
We still are. What's the second
The
one?
other thing that was crazy, I'm going to claim this. I was the originator of all the flavored wraps that everybody be sitting there buying out the store. We used to take Philly.
I only got one question about his Rockies when they went off to this like, get him, boy.
No. So anytime we smoked, we were using Phillies. This was before we went to Dutch Master. And they used to take the Philly wrappers and soak it in amaretto sour and honey or just honey and let it throw it in the microwave, let it dry off a bit. We was flavoring up Philly blunts long before they started coming out with wraps. And I knew I wish I had to capitalize on that one.
Missed opportunities.
I know, right? That's the thing that kills me. And then the thing about gum, I'm gonna tell you right now, I used to like all of them. And persons were telling the story. like I stopped messing with juicy fruit, right? I didn't like that. You know, take a sniff, pull it out. Like that's it right there. That was enough for me. I don't want no more juicy fruit. No more juicy fruit. But you know,
juicy fruit was good for like 10 seconds, man. For that 10 seconds, it was the best thing in the world.
oh, that's a wrap.
That's it. It's all you had. You know, and man, what was the other one? Zebra stripe gum. All those things were fun as a kid. I hate gum now. Gum to me is disgusting. Like,
oh, that Wubba Bubba. Yo, what up, Marauder? What up, family?
What up? What up? Yeah, it's hard to compete with all these great stories like trailer park fight clubs and people setting shit on fire. It's really hard to compete.
People setting people on fire, not shit. People setting
people on fire. I'm pretty sure my brother tried to set me on fire once. He was kind of a menace to me back in the day. And this story definitely involves him. It'll be really quick. I know we're reaching the end of the show, so I don't want to take up too much time here. But I remember one time we had this like 2-story tree house in the backyard that my dad built. And I was like, oh, dude, like we should we hung out in it, played in it all the time. And then one day I had like a yellow belt in karate at the time. I took karate as a kid. And my brother's like, hey, like we should bungee jump off of the clubhouse. And you should bungee jump off of it. And I was like, okay. And he's like, here, we'll use your karate belt. And all right, I'm a dumb kid. So I'm just like, all right, cool. That makes sense. Bounce. I will totally bounce with this cloth belt. And of course, he convinced me to jump off. I jump off, and that thing snaps back so hard it knocks the wind out of me, dude. Like I had it wrapped around my waist, and I'm just like, I literally just like, it catches me, and I like almost puke. And then right after that, I get off, and I'm like still freaking out at him. I'm like, what the heck, man? And then a bee, I guess, lands on my neck. And he's got this metal baseball bat in his hands, and he's just like, my brother's like, oh, dude, there's a bee on your neck, and he swings as hard as he can at my neck with this bat, hits me in the neck. I go down crying. I'm like, oh my god, why would you do that? I run inside. I'm like, Dad, like Justin hit me with a bat, and he's like, oh look, a bee stung you, and like the bee still stung me. He hit me with a baseball bat, almost caved my head in, and the bee still got me, bro. He's a fucking menace. I still hold a grudge to this day.
That's insult.
And that is Web3. If that is crypto NFTs right there. That is exactly it. 100%. If you want to explain NFTs to somebody, that right there is the analogy.
That's it. Get out there, get yourself some of those NFTs, but do it responsibly. Guys, thank you so much for joining this week. Today, this was a great way to end the week. It was wild and crazy, and we got to tell some fun stories, but we will be back on Monday. Big week next week. A lot of things getting added into the overall schedule, so make sure that you tap in. Do something fun this week. It's fall. I mean, it's almost Halloween. I'm sure there's a fall festival. Grab someone you love, grab a friend, go on a date, do whatever you got to do to touch some grass, get some fresh air, and go pick out a pumpkin, baby. And if you like pumpkin seeds, bake them. Throw a little crushed red pepper on there, some salt. I tell you what, it's a good snack. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Have a good weekend, fam. We love you. See you on Monday.